Hello, my name is Dave Carey. I'm the editor of CIO Canada. Today I'm speaking with John Cannon, CIO of the Toronto Transit Commission. John, the TTC seems to be in the press quite a bit these days for its customer service IT-related issues. What are you doing on that front?
Well, I guess in 2007 we were approached by the chair of the TTC and the Commission and asked to review a lot of customer information applications that would improve the way we disseminate the information to the public. So we were asked to look at the next train arrival occurring within the subway, next vehicle arrival that would be implemented on surface routes so that you'd be able to tell when a bus or a streetcar is going to be arriving at a certain location. And you'll be able to plan your trip accordingly if you've just arrived at a spot and you are able to tell from the signs that will be displayed, or eventually on your cell phone that the vehicle is 10 minutes away. You might want to go and get a coffee before you come back to the bus stop. So that we think that's going to be very effective. We've also been involved in, just recently announced, the e-alerts, which is allowing or issuing notices to the public when we have a major delay occurring in the transit system. Right now it's applicable to the subway system, and as soon as we released it, we ended up with over 8,000 people signing up the first day. There's a lot of interest in that kind of information. And we'll be expanding that to include the surface interruptions to our service when they occur. And again, people can then plan their routes accordingly if they see there's going to be a delay to their transit trip. We're also looking at an e-commerce application where you'll be able to purchase your passes predominantly, and then any fare media thereafter. And that's going to be looked at for later this year, early next year. But the big application that we're looking at right now is our Internet Trip Planner. A lot of people have been anxious for that one, which will allow them to put in their starting point and where they want to finish for their transit trip. And the application will allow them to plot their trip. It'll tell them what buses and vehicles, subway they need to take, where they need to make a transfer, and what the cost of the fares are going to be as they travel. That's going to be a big release, and we'll be doing that in July of this year. So those are the big things we've been involved with.
What do you see coming over the horizon for IT at the TTC?
Well, I think we've got more of the same kind of challenges. The chair, Adam Giambroni, has asked us to review what other types of initiatives we could be looking at in trying to facilitate the public's travel around the transit system or using the system, providing information along their trip, in particular when there may be some disruptions, or useful information in planning their trip. So there's a lot of initiatives along that same line that we're going to be involved with in the coming weeks and months and years.
We've heard some talk about the idea of a computerized system coming along that would enable trains to run closer together. Can you tell us what's going on that front, John?
It's an automatic train operation system. We first had to put in a new signaling system, which has been completed, and that now allows a more updated accuracy from the signaling system. They'll now be looking at putting in a computer system that would allow the trains to operate more closely to each other and still maintain safety with the computerized operations. Also coupled with that will be the acquisition that was approved for new subway trains, and we think that's going to be most exciting because you're going to see, instead of the individual cars that are coupled together, you're going to have one complete unit. And so you'll be able to walk from one end of the car to the other, so it's totally open. And that, coupled with the signaling system and this automatic train operation, will allow for improvements in the efficiency in the train operation, and again, using the technology to get as much movement of the trains in the most effective way possible.
Oh, very good. Why do you think these programs have been so successful?
Well, I think it's a package deal, and again, something that I found from my discussions with other CIOs through the CIO Association. Any one element can make a program work well, but having your commission, in our case, fully supportive and encouraging you to do more, having our senior management totally in line with what we're doing and providing the budgets and the resources in order to accomplish what we're looking for, My boss, Vincent Roto, is the general manager of the executive branch, and he's extremely supportive and encouraging what we're trying to do. I've got the organizational structure that I mentioned with a great team of directors, and then the people in the department themselves. We've got a great bunch of professionals that when I've asked them that we've got these challenges that we're being faced with, we've got to step up to the plate. Can you do it? And they've all come through. Any one of those are important, but when you put that total package together, we really have an unbeatable combination, and I think that's what's made us successful today.
Well, there's obviously a lot of good things going on with IT at the TTC. I want to thank you for taking this time with us today, John.
Well, thank you.